Hey everyone, this is Stevie Richards. I'm here on location at the Force USA headquarters in Draper, Utah, filming a lot of cool content for this YouTube channel, as well as their YouTube channel and all the social media outlets between both of us. And I have to say, first and foremost, thank you to Force USA. It's been a pleasure collaborating with them and getting to kind of play with all this cool new equipment. But in this series, we're actually going to go through their strength and functional training equipment, and what better place than to start than the rack I have right here, because this is where it all started for me. The Force USA MyRack was the first Force USA product that I ended up getting and reviewing. As a matter of fact, I fitted in my 2006 Honda Accord, if you can believe that. Not all this stuff, just the main rack right here. As a matter of fact, my reviews, and I say reviews because there's more than one, the initial full review and then a 6-month update, and even after a year or so having it during a compilation gym tour or compilation review video on different equipment, the MyRack came out as really, in my opinion, the best bang for the buck, the most affordable power rack out there. And you can see there's a lot of different attachments. I couldn't fit all this stuff in my apartment gym, but I was able to kind of make the MyRack mine, make the MyRack yours. That's their whole, mission statement with the MyRack, and 20 attachments that you can buy for it. You can customize it, hundreds of different configurations, really cool stuff. But I just kind of want to maybe take a trip down memory lane with the MyRack, but something is different. Something is different about this MyRack, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, it's blue. I had the black matte version, or the black version, the initial one color that they had with the MyRack, but now you can get it in blue and even get it in red. So really cool how you can customize it. I like the look of this. Really like the blue. It goes along with the SRF brand as well as Blue World Order and all the other stuff you may know. So really happy about that they decided to put some colors on here, and even the numbering here looks a lot easier to read with the color in the background. So we're just going to go over an overview, tell you what I liked about the MyRack. Really, there was nothing to dislike when you think about the price of it, and you think about a lot of different stuff that has to do with this. So anyway, let's go into that and let's check it out, everything here that we have. And I'll just kind of, like I said, take a trip down memory lane about how much I really liked using this rack. So I really want to talk about the height of the MyRack, and I'm going to remind you this a few times throughout this entire series because it's really important. Having an apartment gym doesn't have super high ceilings, so the MyRack fit here very well, and other racks that I have in there and other equipment too that we'll get to. Some stuff isn't really going to be able to fit too well, especially when it comes to pull-ups, but the MyRack, it was great. It was a perfect fit, and it wasn't heavy enough to where I couldn't move it around. Not talking about not having weights on it or anything, but it was kind of semi-portable in a way where I could move it to a different area of the apartment gym. Assembly, even though I never did it before, was not that hard. Disassembly and reassembly when we moved to the downstairs apartment, 15 minutes each time, with 2 people. Even some of the stuff I could do on my own, but a very, very easy thing, and something that gets overlooked so much, and I appreciate it. These bolts here are all the same size. So basically, it's not like you got to spread them out, group them together, do stuff like that. Every bolt that you have here within the MyRack is the same size. So if you're using a socket wrench or you're using, one of those drills for the sockets, and you have 2 of those, you can just keep that same size on there and just go throughout it and disassemble or reassemble it. It's such a minor thing to some people. To me, that's a major thing because I hate putting stuff together and I hate taking it apart and then putting it together again. So this is probably one of very few attachments that I never bought on purpose probably, and these are the Globe Grip attachment. It's a Globe Grip pull-up bar. I'm so intimidated by this pull-up bar. This is crazy because you got the Globe grips here, but also you have many different grips. So this is like, for the money you're going to buy, you have fat grip right here, all the way here. You have wide grip here. You have 45-degree angle chin-ups here. And then, of course, you have the Globe grip and even a super, super wide grip right here. This is a monster. And this thing here, there's a lot of people who post on Instagram and tag us and have this one. this is never ever going anywhere. The only thing that's going to happen is the fact that you get stronger and your grip strength gets stronger from using this and using it for pull-ups. But man, I'll tell you what, I still have trouble. Let me see if I can get one. I have trouble even getting, because I have wrist problems. No, I'm not going to make excuses. It's just tough. But I should have bought one of these things and just practiced and tried to get stronger. But that would be one of your favorite attachments if you bought it. So these are safety spotter arms, and they come off very, very easily where they can be stored. So you do have a lot of space-saving advantages when you want to put this away and everything. I could put that behind the MyRack. And the weight rating on this, by the way, the weight rating, I should say, on the MyRack is 2,000 pounds. The weight rating on the spotter arms is not that. I'm not quite sure what it is. But to be able to do shrugs, to be able to do RDLs, be able to do rack pulls, stuff like that, you have entire, height adjustment here with the west side spacing on the MyRack. Really, really cool. These are pretty affordable, and they're really essential if you're going to do any kind of Wendler stuff or powerlifting and you want to do something like a rack pull to really get your deadlift up. But even just having it here, if you put a bench right in the middle and you want to do some benching and have it there as a safety, it's a safety spotter arm. So it's really, in my opinion, a very necessary attachment if you're going to do any sort of powerlifting type stuff, or even just regular exercise in general, and you want a little bit of safety involved with that. So this is one of the cable crossover attachments on the MyRack, but as you can see here, I'm sitting in a seat and there's a pull down bar right here. So you can do pull downs, you can do tricep push downs, you can do low cable rows, which we're going to show you in a second. But this was an attachment, this one, you can have both. You can have a cable crossover exercise on that or have two sides. But a lot of customers would get the one side because it takes up quite a bit of space. I didn't have the space, so I didn't get it, but I really, really wanted to have something like this to do accessory work, lat pull downs, like I said, tricep push downs, even on the bottom rows, curls from the bottom, to be able to do that kind of stuff. Really, really good. Nate, one of the owners, put on a lot of weight here. He's a lot stronger than me, so I am not going to do a pull down with 20 kilograms, 25 kilograms, so 45 kilograms on each side. Pretty damn heavy. But with this, the seat, I have it very low because my arms are longer, but you can adjust the seat very easily here by just coming out in here and then bringing it up or storing it. And then as we're down here and we look, there's a foot pedal right here, so I can essentially bring that all the way down, the pull down bar, put my feet right here, and you have right there seated rows. So really, really cool that you can do that, to be able to flip that up and then put it back down, put the seat there, and just reattach that really quick. You can do it with a pin, but I put it pretty low here. So I can, for taller people, you're gonna have to put it lower and be right there. It's a little bit off right now, and just have it right there. So this is probably, if you're going to do a lot of cable work or you want to put cable work into your fitness regimen and not just do the power stuff, the cable crossover, there's a lat pull down row, but in my opinion, this gives you a lot more functionality and a lot more space to be able to do stuff. And it all depends on the pound of space you have. I wished I had the space, because this would have been one of the first things I really bought outside of a pull-up bar and the spotter arms. But really good stuff, great. Not much of a footprint, like I said, but a little bit too much for an apartment gym where I was at. I like it though, it's really cool. So let's talk J-hooks here. These are the ones that attach to the MyRack. And on the right here, you have a standard J-hook. And then on my left hand right here, you have the deluxe J-hook. And you should be able to see the difference between these two with the amount of cushion here. It's not quite cushion, but just how much more of a thicker material, especially a rubber material, right there that you have on the deluxe J-hook. Both are very serviceable. Both work extremely well. Some people actually like this one better because, let me bring it up here, sorry. Some people like the standard J-hook better because it's deeper. You can put the barbell deeper than you can here because there's a little bit more to that one right there. So the standard J-hooks are more affordable, than the deluxe ones. These are affordable too, but the people that prefer these anyway are going to save a little bit of money. And if you prefer the deluxe, you're not going to, you can't go wrong. Mine are still holding up. They're not wearing down at all. But two really good choices for somebody that has a power rack and needs J hooks. Now, another thing I really loved, and there's a little bit of shadow here, so you might not see it too great. One of the things I really loved about the MyRack was storage. So a lot of the lineup with the Force USA products has all to do with saving space, maximizing the space. The MyRack does an incredible job of doing that because it has bar storage as well. You have the weighted plate holders on the side where you can store your plates and stuff. You've seen the videos where I've had that up. But barbell storage, usually you have to buy an accessory or something. This holds 2 full barbells. So I had a barbell and I also had my trap bar on the other one, and then you can store stuff like a lat pull down bar like is over on the crossover attachment, and then even a tricep push down bar. So unless you have smaller barbells, these two in the back right here, that would be the one thing that I would change about this, is the fact that, I'm making sure you can see it, I would put 2, there's room for another full barbell storage attachment. So I would have 4 barbells you can store there, and you're really talking, because then you have a curl bar, trap bar, straight bar, maybe a Swiss bar. Now you have 4 barbells that are stored out of the way, not leaning up against the corner of the wall like mine are right now. And I have too many, I need to figure that out. But that's the only thing I would improve with the MyRack, is make both barbell holders the same size, the bigger size. Here we have the safety straps, and they're exactly what they are, safety straps. So where if you are squatting within the power rack or even benching or anything like that, you can literally drop the bar right there on the safety straps and be really safe without having to, hopefully, God forbid, get any injuries. We're actually going to do a separate test, where we are going to really push this to the limit, and we're going to record a video, Nate, myself, and Dan, and we're gonna drop some barbells on this with a ton of weight and see how far we can push this thing. So that's coming to the YouTube channel as well. That'll be fun, and I will stay out of the way and be an observer. Not getting too involved with that, because 3%, remember, all the tech stuff seems to break, and I seem to break cardio equipment too as well. So that's gonna be a cool, fun thing. But this attachment, if you're especially doing powerlifting and you're doing it alone in your home gym, something like this is probably even more essential than, say, the spotter arms. So that's about it, everybody. This is kind of a stroll down memory lane. It made me a little sentimental. I know it's weird to get sentimental about a power rack, but this was the first thing I had in our apartment gym as far as a full-fledged power rack. And then the attachments kind of made everything much more personalized. Then you add the colors that they added, the blue and the red. You can really make this home gym or apartment gym, or even John Coleman, a guy I follow on Instagram, has 4 of these in his performance facility. So he's using it to train athletes. So it has a bunch of functionality, a bunch of modularity. This is for a minimal investment, and then you can make an investment. It's kind of like a PC. You can build the specs that you want, and then you have a lot of ceiling, a lot of headroom to really make the upgrades over time that you want. So say I put my little tech thing in there, but I just can't get over the fact that this kind of quality has been built for the price that it has, and the fact that it has a 2,000 pound weight rating. A lot of people are all about the weight rating. It's a really, really good deal. So I plan on getting another one. I want to get another one. I'll probably get the blue one to match my brand. I might even been thinking about opening up a gym, not quite sure what to do. So this would be, 2, 3, or 4 of these like John Coleman has, would be a very minimal investment with a lot of functionality in the attachments, the bumper plates, all that stuff. I think it would be a cool deal. So if you have any questions, let me know. Also, use the code Stevie5 at forceusa.com. That's the code that'll save you a little bit on all this stuff. And please let me know what videos you want to see. Click the bell to get notified, and of course, subscribe to this channel. Go to StevieRichardsFitness.com, choose your program, choose your video for all the resistance band training up at the site. For now, thank you guys. God bless you. Have a great day.